Hey everyone, this is Erasmus with SoCal GG and Zegma, and we're here for another series of Smackdown turns. I think last time we accidentally went a turn ahead and we went to turn 25 as Maps was saying in the comments. So we're going to start this guy off at turn 26 and go from there.
Yep. So looking forward to it. A little break, but let's see what comes out.
All right, let's hop in.
All right. So let's do back to the same thing. I'll just quickly take a peek at them and see which ones are worth looking at and not.
And you could just verify on my screen. This is what you're seing too, right? We're not off by a turn.
Yeah. No. I'm seeing the same thing you are.
Okay, cool.
The first one is Helheim doing clearing a Indies throne, so nothing super special there. Just want to take a look how they're doing.
Nice.
Windsong Forest is some rating from Femoria, but nothing super relevant. It's just some PD.
Oh, what about Ashington?
Oh, I'm discovered. Ashington is we don't need to. We just click on it. It's not super huge.
Oh,
it's just some horse cavalry, rating against some Shikome. So that's a pretty clear win for Yomi. We'll take a look at what actually the was on the map is. Windsong Forest, some more rating, also in the medians versus PD. Nothing new there. Whalewind Waters is interesting. The first one is Femoria expanding into Independence, and then there is a bump immediately afterward.
Oh, is it worth watching?
The bump, no, this one is not. There is a later bump that is, but this one is just Shamblers versus some Femoria. Giant's Rest is just more rating with a good amount of mages and Numidians. So Femoria is doing a lot of Numidian rating right now. Witherland, a Dis versus a PD1, nothing huge there. Same thing with Lost Canyon Ridge, single land jarl against PD. I thought Helheim and Agartha had pieced out, but I think that was the other elves that he pieced out against,
right? Yeah, I think it was the others.
Yeah. Digumore, we should watch this one.
I could dig it more.
So it's just how luck can sometimes turn against you.
Oh, okay. This is going to be interesting how this goes. We've got a little shockwave file over here, right?
Yeah, air shield, all right. Blessing.
Stormwind. Stop. Okay.
So lightning bolt. Shockwave.
Oh, you got hit by something. Oh my god.
Yeah, I was curious. What hit him?
That little 8 damage hit took him out.
Did he hit himself with the shockwave?
No, a bow hit him.
Oh, hit him. Yeah, hit him through the air shield too. Yeah, that can be rough, dude.
Wow. Okay.
Just enough to rout him with one hit.
How is that even?
So this is something I like to bring up because it comes up a lot in conversations. Even fights that seem completely in hand, you just never know with Dominions. You can never be entirely certain if it's going to go your way or not.
Yeah, I mean, this had to get really lucky too, considering that's like just a fraction of its health pool.
And it's 8 out of 24, and it's also through the 80% air shield.
Oh no, he died.
And it's also. Oh, did he?
He got killed by the bowman while he was running away.
Oh no, and it was also with the. Oh, because he got crippled by it, so he was walking really slow.
That's some BS. Yeah.
Oh, because the bowman walked up to them because he was crippled. Oh no, that's so disappointing.
Yeah, that's sad. Okay, let's go to Erd.
Okay. Nothing special, just Agartha rating with some Earth Elementals, which is pretty cool. We should watch Faran. I want to know where this is on the map. I need to remember. This is a big one.
Okay.
So let's see.
We got some gear on the Vanguard.
Yeah, some Herdmen, a Van Hurst, a bunch of Van Heers, which are.
Look at this defense. 28.
With the Luck Shield? Yeah, okay. 14 attack. Oh, it's because he also has a main gauge.
Yeah, he's stacking it on those guys.
Can you pronounce that? Main gauge? Main gosh? Main gosh.
Oh, and Shikome. Ooh.
All right, let's see. I actually don't know who wins this fight. I just saw big numbers and thought we should fight it. Watch. Cave Grub. Okay, so this is getting ready for a siege.
Oh man, I don't know who's gonna win this. I think Vanheim is gonna win this.
Let's compare that. The Shikome is that unholy regen fortitude, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's really nasty.
And the Van Heers are Blood Surge, Spirit Sight, Reinvigoration, Resistances. Yeah, the Unholy is AP, right? So, yeah. I don't know. This one, I want to say I'm leaning slightly on the Van Heers, but it's hard to tell with the.
Oh, the troops got stuck in the back. Uh-oh. Oh, that's not good to be trapped against those Shikome. Yeah, oh, they got a leader in the very back at least.
Yeah. Those Oni spirits actually did a really good job of tar pitting.
Yeah, they tar pitted hard. And we've got no magic weapons.
Yeah.
No magic weapons.
Because both sides of Berserkers, they're just gonna die, go till they die.
Yeah, but the HP route might be in Van's favor. Yep. Once those cave grubs were out, they're fat sacks of HP.
Yeah, that was close though.
That was a pretty interesting fight.
Yeah, I want to rewatch that because I want to see the positioning of that exactly. How much of that was accidental? How much of that was like well planned?
Just looking at the battle results. Man, that was a painful fight on both sides.
Okay, that was intentional. There is Ko-Oni up in the front that was specifically put the guitar pit in front of them. So that was intent. And that worked out pretty well. It held up the Van Heers while the Van Herses and the Herdmen went to the back, but they got caught by the Shikome and they couldn't get through.
You know what? I think even though Van quote unquote won this, it was too painful.
Yeah, they lost 5 Van Herses, a Van Jarl, and how many units of?
This is a lot of gold.
Yeah, I think Van technically won the fight, but Yomi won it the war there, I guess.
Yeah, that's massive losses for an elf.
Because we're at what, turn 25? That's a lot of Van Heers losing turn 25.
That is a ton. And the Shikome, they're just going to keep cranking out.
Yeah. I think Van won that one, but not long term. Oof, good fight.
All right, Windswept Desert.
Nothing, just a ping. Azamar is a throne grab. Let me see. Is it worth watching? Not really. It's Tuatha. Actually, good pointing at it that how busted Tuatha can be for taking out even like thrones like this.
True, although the troops on the throne sucked.
Yeah, it depends on what gems and spells those, which is kind of
true.
That's what I mean. Like just throw 30 Tuathas at it, something, and call it a day.
Yeah.
All right. Resting Heights. Oh, don't click on it yet. This is I don't know how it turns out, but it's a big fight, so let's watch it.
Ooh, okay.
More Shikome.
Oh boy. Okay, this is cool. Oh, we got
And a bunch of Tengu. I love Tengu.
Wow. Okay, this is fun.
We have Kono Tengu. Okay, it's only Kono ones.
Oh, check out the Diomi. Look at his gear.
Yeah, Hammer of Mountains and Black Steel, Lightning. Cool. Like a mini, not quite an SE, army thug. The Kanoho Tengu, are those the nature ones? I think those are the nature ones.
Yo, look, this hawk, the real Hawk Tua, is
actually a hawk.
Is the prophet.
That's fun.
And it's got items on it.
You know, I kind of get it. Having a 28 map move prophet, especially when you have Shikomi around to be able to just drop divine blessings everywhere, it's kind of nice.
This is pretty. What do we got over here?
Feel about that gap in the
middle. Oh, I think Van is going to get slaughtered here.
But yeah, absolutely. There is just the sacred discrepancy is unbelievable.
Man, look at those little lightning balls.
I wonder, are the Kono Tengu attack lightning attacks considered natural weapons? Interesting. The lightning strike that they have is not a natural weapon, so it will apply the unholy weapon.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, this is brutal, but this is cool. That's a really fun loadout. I love that initiation with the lightning strikes going in.
Okay, the Kono ones are not the nature ones; they're the air ones. Those are much harder to get.
Damn, that is a fat stack of Shikomi. 158.
That's also the same turn as the other 100 that he used.
Yeah, Van's going down. I don't see Van recovering from this.
Because there was 80 in the last one, and then there was how many here? There's another 150. Dude, yeah, it's like 240.
Yeah, I'm just ballparking the gold losses as like including gems like 6 to 8K probably on Vanheim's side from these two battles.
Well, there's 32 Van Heers here and 50 in the other.
Yeah.
Van Heers alone are 40 gold each. Yeah. That's 3,600 gold in just Van Heers.
Yeah.
Not including the banners and everything else. That's rough.
That's rough. Yeah, I think they're going down.
All right, up next, Trackless Wastes. Well, we can watch it. Small but interesting.
Okay, let's hope these dinguses stay the line. Versus what's over here? What the hell? Oh.
Wind Rider goes right up.
This was interesting.
I thought there was more of the Pegasus. I miscounted. I only barely looked at it. My bad.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna.
It was not that interesting. Sorry.
Okay.
Curtain Wall. Oh, it's just a natural ghost attack. And Chiliad. What was that? Oh, Roving Barbarian. Oh, okay, let's take a look at this map. Let's refresh ourselves. What's going on? I want to see what's up with Vanheim and Yomi.
Oh, okay, so Vanheim's days are numbered. Look at that stack going in.
240 Koni, Shikomes, Demon Priests.
It's crazy because Vanheim was looking like they're in a good spot a second ago, but this is not looking good now.
Yeah, let me see. what was Trackless Waste? Okay, that was like its arc. Yeah, Van is kind of getting started on all line. Oh, it's funny. Russ is technically bordering Van on the north and south.
Yeah. What is Russ doing? They're just freaking making bears, man.
It's a lot of bear. What was their place again? Let's see. Larger right strath plus no regen.
Helheim's doing all right. There's some raiding back and forth going on.
Yeah, tell him and Agartha. What's the Agartha Underground looking like? Okay, he's claimed all of it back except for one. There's a big fat stack there, and that is on the border of Helheim. So I'm assuming we're going to see some big Agartha Helheim fights coming up in a couple
of TNN is they're doing pretty solid now. They've been focusing on thrones.
Yeah, TNN and Pangea didn't do any combat this turn, so they're just taking some turns to build, I'm guessing.
I think Pan has been building for a while since Salem, right?
Yeah, Pan just finished killing Kalen like just a couple turns ago. Remember that cleanup took forever? But it looks like they ended up getting all of the captures around Calum, but nothing much more.
I just can't help to keep returning to Yomi. I think Yomi's just they're really set up right now.
I never noticed before that Pangea's icon is just a bullhead, like as the totem.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, looking at the map, it feels like Yomi is the real danger right now, but it's still so early.
Well, it's just their ability to go tall means that even though they're pretty big right now, they're still gonna go tall. What are the graphs?
Dude, that early free fort is so nice.
Yeah.
Provinces, Pan, Yomi, Helheim, Tian are all neck to neck.
Let's take a peek at gem income. I think that's probably where Yomi's in the bank.
Crushing everybody.
Oh my god, yeah, look at that. So all of that is turning into Shikome.
Yeah.
And in the recent case, Tengu even. That was kind of cool.
What was
that? Tengu even too.
Yeah, with the Earth Jump. Yeah, Yomi's just shitting out sacred summons.
We got TNN doing the fort spam stuff going on. Not really spam, just getting ahead on.
Oh, sorry, no, it's not Earth gems. It's air gems. It's air and nature gems. So they're using the air gem ones.
Nobody's doing blood.
Cool.
Yomi's also winning. Yeah, knocking it out there.
Dominion, Helheim, Yomi. Army size, Yomi up there. Summon. I mean, yeah, it looks like from most charts, Yomi is currently the game lead with a couple others close behind.
Yeah, I can't say I'm not rooting for them too, because I'm seeing neat stuff getting deployed, you know?
Okay, next turn.
Yep, let's
26.
All right. I'm just going to double check.
All right. Okay, Throne of Artificer claimed by Helheim. That's going to trigger the magic artifact Yearning. And I think Artificer has construction bonuses, right?
So Ascension points 2, right? Yeah, construction bonus 20. Nice. That's really
nice
big.
with their pathing. It's steel ovens for free. All right, let's take a look. Eel, what is going on here? It's Chaff attacking Chaff.
Oh, is this vulturing now?
I think so. This is it's. I mean, it's Call the Wild. Call the Winds. So.
Yeah, but I think Russ picked up immediately on the Yomi attack.
Oh right, there's 5, 6 attacks from Russ on Van this turn.
Yep, so they're hopping in, doing the good old vulture.
And they are almost all. Okay, no, the first two are Call the Winds. One success, one fail.
I feel like Volturine should be renamed to Black Hawking.
We should watch Pentocrator's Bounty.
Okay, what's going on? We got TNN doing that, and then we've got Scales. Okay.
Dawn Blades.
I don't think they're gonna scratch the elves.
Yeah, I think they almost got it, but I thought it was worth watching. Surge, Wrath, Heroism. I was going to give them so much XP.
Yeah, they're just gonna chew through everything.
Interesting, those Dawn Blades are not iron.
Yeah, that was okay.
Yeah, I mean, the Dawn Guards are good scales, but you have to. These are like elite sacred.
Nah, I mean,
Alright,
39 Tuatha is like, yeah, no chance.
Red Mines, more rating. Hexwoods, basic rating. Range of Shadow, not Call of the Winds, but more basic rating. So yeah, Russ smelled blood in the Van Heim war.
Yeah. Oh, Vanheim battle? What? Or is it a ping? I don't. What is it?
That is no. Oh no, I mean just click on it. But it is a real Van Heim.
Ooh, okay.
So it's sitting on the cap.
It must have been an air mage, right? Is this
Oh,
magic?
you think it was a magic phase? Probably.
Oh wait, no, it wasn't because we just saw some raids happen on the read chart.
Yeah. Do Downy sneak? No, they don't. So it just walked up.
Oh, Boots of Longstride. There you go.
Oh, yeah, even though Member 26, they can maybe walk over one province.
Yeah, this guy's gonna. Oh, he was the one we were just complimenting earlier.
Oh, the Hammer of Mountains. Okay, that makes sense.
Fujitaka.
How do you feel about that item? The AoE stun always seemed interesting, but I never really bothered to use it.
I actually use Hammer of Mountains a lot. The thing I don't like is it doesn't pop glam, but it does stun, so that you can pop it a little easier. I really do like it. It's a pretty good item.
It's 5 gems. That's not too bad. Is it construction 5 or 3?
I can't remember. I think it was 3.
Oh, if it's 3, yeah, I can see that. Use it as like pseudo brands. All right, let's keep watching. Sea Stag Lake, nothing, just indies. Mine of Despair.
Yeah, I just verified it's 3.
Windswept Desert, also basic rating. Earthshell Mountains is interesting. I mean, just click on it, but it's just a couple mages fighting each other.
Yeah, I don't think Hanam's going to dish out anything that's going to rival elves in this in general.
Well, let me see. Those orange shamans are nature death. Were they thugged out? Let me see if they have added on here. No, they were just casting. Okay. I thought maybe that orange shaman was thugged out with some gear, but just whatever. And they were set to.
Sorry, I clicked ahead because I had a feeling it would just be all elf raiding and Hanam can't do anything.
Yeah. Oh, Hanam's cat also got stuffed up. Oh, that's your look. The Bulwark, more basic rating. Black Alps, more basic elf rating. Sortera is an actual fight, but it's completely one-sided.
No. That's a Shikome stack, okay.
Yeah. Waywards, it's shit fighting shit, but Russ won.
Vultures, hopefully they're blessing their bears this time.
Azamar, more basic rating. Eel, basic rating. Creamy.
Whoa, hang on. Basic. Pangea attack TNN?
Is that the first time they do that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they weren't fighting last.
Uh-oh.
Now, is that just an agreement to get some provinces, or is that actual fighting? Because that's the only attack they did.
Wasn't Azamar a throne? Yeah,
No.
it's a throne.
Oh, okay, no, that's definitely a fight. Oh, how was TNN there? Oh, there we go. I confused the two because they're both green.
Dang.
No, that's war then.
That's definitely war. Yeah. All right. What about EL?
Nothing, and the same. The last ones are all kind of there. Nothing special happened this turn, at least in terms of fight story.
Yeah.
Okay, so if TNN is fighting Pangea, Azamar was taken. That was the Throne of Luck, which is kind of nice.
It's bizarre though because you think Pan would make a much bigger move and we'd see much more going on.
Yeah, I would expect a lot more elfing from Pan if this was going to happen.
Maybe
They're
there is
also banded
elfing.
hills right there. Oh, you know what? That's actually a point. We can't see their strategic units, so maybe there is a lot of elfing. We just haven't seen it.
Yeah. Okay. Should we hop to the next one?
Yeah, quick. I'm just scanning the map real fast, but I think nothing super big happened.
Yeah, Vanheim's cap is getting sieged, and then Hinam's cap is getting sieged.
Yeah, let me look at that. Okay, yeah, Tiana just walked up to Hinam. And then where is Van? There you are, Van. And then yeah, and then there's a 240 stack right next to Van Ham's cap, so that's gonna be stepped on next turn. All right, yeah, next turn.
Now we hop into 27 or 28. Which one?
We just finished 27.
Okay, so we hop into 27 now? Because we were one turn.
Oh, I renamed mine. We're going to turn 28. Actually, whatever turn
Okay,
28 is.
gotcha. All right, I think I'm on it. A messenger arrived from Fomoria.
Yep. All right, let's read.
Just remembered sailing. Woohoo! Yeah, you don't really think of sailing when you think of Fomoria, but, well, kind of do. It's just when you see giants, you don't really think about it all the time.
Yeah, I think they have the size sailings you have to use. Yeah. TNN, let's. So it begins Henon's no good, very bad day.
Oh, promise the throne to Pan.
Promised the throne to Pan, ended up selling it to avoid the war because I had a decent stake in Henom already again. So Henoms are created. Okay, so he was supposed to give the throne to Pan, but decided to keep it.
No, I think he just gave it up.
Well, greeted for the throne after promising it to Pan.
Yeah, I think he sold it.
Oh. Okay, I see. Henom promised the throne to Pan, but then decided to keep it. So Tian then said, take the throne, I'm going to kill Henom.
All right, shall we start it? Nidian range.
Yep. Nidian range, nothing. Basic Tuatha rating. Mountains of Madness, simple rating. Erd, Valkyries doing their fire shield thing. Searing Sands, City Lord rating. Anaphilia, Tuatha rating. Dothian, Great Bears rating, but nothing worthwhile.
Not seeing a lot of counter rating from Hinam right now. But it's hard
They're
because they're elves. Because
they're gonna sit on too.
yeah, and you can't see where the elves are going.
Death. Just go and click on it. Vanheim's trying to counter raid, but into enormous amounts of Shikome.
Oof.
Panomia, nothing special. Basic rating. Sinkhole Swamp, it's a basic rating. Vanheim, actual battle in Vanheim. Let's watch. This was the giant Shikome stack that I mentioned was right next door.
Oh, not a gem bait or something? Okay, well, they don't have gems, but...
bunch of Tengu as well, but they're set to line walk, so they're not flying to rear. They're just firing their lightning bolts instead.
I don't know. This is still not looking good for Vanheim.
Well, the Shikomi are going around the back. Oh, now they're turning around.
Yeah, I think this is over for Vanheim.
I think the Herdmen could have put up a good fight being non-sacred and being very good units, but they just don't have enough.
Yeah, this is... So that was a Sally, right?
I think that was a Sally as the Shikomi stack was moving onto the cap.
Yuck. Oh, those
So-
Dwarven Smiths. Oh, those Van Herses. Oh, yeah. Bye-bye, Vanheim.
That's probably all they had left. Yeah, it was mostly archers, 35 Van Heers. Yeah, this is...
All right, Eon.
Who's playing Van?
I think Selgaron?
Eel, basic rating. Beaver Fens, more basic rating. Range of Light, more rating.
Fail raid.
Valrest, more basic rating. Poison Plains, basic rating. Light Hills, rating. And a battle at
Hey,
the Fort Sparko.
there was a lot in Poison Plains on PD, but you could just see elves don't care about PD, like, at all.
They could fight almost in arbitrary large amounts of PD.
Light
And then Arco's Cap.
Oh, battle at the fortress.
I would say watch it, but it doesn't matter.
Where is everything?
That's my point.
Oh, okay. All right, I'm leaving this fight.
Yeah, there's nothing.
And I'm battling for more. Oh no, the thing from the void. No.
Oh, kill the druid. All right, let's look at the map. Okay, Agartha's taking back all of their underground cave. Where was Arco? I want to see this cap now go. What do they have left? I can't even find Arco on the map. Are they there?
Fomoria's in decent shape right now.
There's Femoria. Okay, yeah, they took Arco's cap, and Arco has 3 lands left, and Vanheim is this whole section. The spot between FOMO and Pangea is rough.
So Vanheim was in a really good spot before, but this downfall was like really rapid.
It happened that one turn where they lost all those Van Heers. They lost 90 Van Heers and a bunch of mages.
Yeah, and I'm just thinking, like, what sort of things can you do in these scenarios? I'm thinking it would have had to come down to a fort battle. Like, the only way to take on these Shikome would be to get them stuck in like in the hole in the wall.
A fort battle would have helped, but I'm also just thinking it's hard to know unless you plan ahead of time, so I'm not speaking arrogantly here, but the Herdmen, the mounted Herdmen, they're not even mounted Herdmen, these are Fey horses, and they're not sacred. It's probably, let's see, the Shikome have like 10 prot with fortitude, and these guys don't hit hard enough. That's the problem. They hit for like 13, 14. Against the 10 prot, they'll hit down a 4, half of that 2, and they have regen as well. Yeah, maybe not. They even using the Herdman. I guess the not mounted Herdman at 17 17 damage. If you can strength bump them to 21, that could do it. But you would need to paint a lot of strength of giants to do it.
Yeah, it's tricky getting through that unholy weapons with this too. It's like, do you want to play the raid game more as Vanheim? Well, in this case, he took forward with the sort of try and check them early out on the field and then just got wiped.
Yeah, it's rough because Vanheim generally can just win against anything, except for Shikome with Unholy.
Yeah, it was pretty rough. So yeah, Vanheim's on the quick route out, but it looks like Agartha's back in, like surprisingly. I thought they were done when they got elfed so hard.
All right, crazy idea. Would a Fey Boars with their trample have helped against Jacob?
No. But Fey Boars, I mean, they're sacred. They're gonna just get absolutely trashed. Oh, they're not?
They're just immortal.
Oh, they're not like Marverni pigs.
No, they're just immortal.
What would you do with them?
Disrupt Jacoby lines. I'm just trying to think of what I would do in that.
Ugh. Yeah, I'd try to get a fort battle on the defensive, and just use the rest of the Vanir to counter raid. But it's tricky. Like it's not, it's easy to say from like an armchair side.
That's what I'm saying. It's if you already know what's coming, it's much easier to prepare.
Yeah, because he's locking down the counter raiding with the Dione, which is not trivial to counter raid against. Okay.
All right. Well,
next one.
Go next turn.
Next one.
That was turn 28.
Best.
All right. Let's see what turn 29 got for us. Make sure we're looking at the same. Yes, we are. All right. What throne was claimed? It was the Throne of the Moon, which I think is.
Ooh, Moon Mages. Love Moon Mages.
Oh, there's mages on that one?
Yeah, I believe so.
Cool. Let me check. Throne of the Moon. No, there's not. It is precision, growth, and water and pearls.
Oh, what? I thought that's where you get
Burning Heights. Dione just still wrecking Vanheim having a hard time. Chiliad just killing some barbs. Snake Swamp, more raiding from from Helheim, towards Hinnom. Look at there was a bump next turn. Russ attacked Van, and then Yomi attacked Russ.
I'm catching.
That was Sigmund Fury. What are you on right now?
Yeah, I'm on Shrim and Clavour.
Yeah. It was just a bump between Russ and Yomi. Yomi ended up winning it because he should come in. Anamark, City Lord, almost lost, but didn't lose. And then a bump where, Yomi won. Dione's throwing their flame. Hinnom broke the siege, but against just a single unit. Mountain of Madness, Dione, not caring about how much chaff you have.
I want to take a peek at that Yomi versus TNN fight in Anamark.
In where? In Anamark?
Yeah, I want to see if what happened to this or what? Oh, City Lord. Oh, only
he lost his horse in the last fight. That was the single thing that was lost. And he also does not have full health because he got it.
Looks like he still got his spells off there.
Yeah, but he started off at 6 health, so below half his health already to start. So just HP routed as soon as he took any damage.
Wait. Hit on the shield. Oh, okay. Shield hit the Great Club for 5 damage. So that damage went through despite having the mirror images up.
Yeah, the mirror image didn't trigger on that one. And he only had 6 health, so that was enough. They immediately routed.
Okay, Javo Kavish.
Uh, Basic rating, Spring Sires, White Centaur rating more. Vanheim just taking the L's here. Silver Wall, don't click on it yet. Let me see. It is. It's nothing special. Henom doesn't have much left to do.
Wow, Helheim won with that?
Shade Beasts and Valkyries? Yeah, I believe.
Yeah, but there's so much PD.
Yeah, but those Valkyries have the fire shield and like 20 defense.
Yeah, but he has 3 mages.
Those are the same mages they used last time, and they didn't do much. Let me see what they. Well, let's see what they scripted to do. Air shield, blessing,
Air shield.
cold, stone skin.
What? Oh, I think they're not scripted.
Yeah, I think they're just And those Valkyries with the fire shield and vulnerability are just going to tear through all that shot.
Yeah. It's kind of sad because it's a really, really small raid force against a mage deployment with PD.
Yeah, I don't know if Henom knew that fight was coming or was just moving things around. Because in general, having a big PD dump with some mages is actually a really good way of using the mages because you can buff the PD and use them to screen.
Yeah, that's why I was like kind of confused. Okay.
I know it's one of your favorite moves. Too.
Yeah.
Troll Canyon, nothing. Impassable Mountains, nothing. Just Vanheim being eaten up left and right. Although Tin and Henom again, yeah, I forgot that's currently. Let's see, where is Henom? Henom has almost no lands left now, but they did break the siege.
I'm checking out the province graph right now, and you could just see the spiral.
Oh my god! Look at that Henom Vanheim just plummet. You can see who took it. Yomi and Tianan. A little bit of pain.
Yeah, everybody's hopping on the bus.
Looking at forts, Tianan and Pen have the most, which is nice for all those mage income. Income-wise, oh, look at that Vanheim income.
So TNN has made an impressive recovery from the issues during expansion, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, you can see the promising income dip as well they had in the middle there. But you're right, Vanheim was doing relatively well and then just immediately fell from grace with those 3 turns.
Yeah, like completely. Oh, look at that. TNN caught up like really quick on the research graphs.
Yeah, they're growing their mage core much faster than Yomi is. It's much steeper. Pangea is too. Pangea is going to overtake Yomi now. And Russ is not quite as fast there, but they get.
True, but Yomi is also in the middle of eating a cap right now, although I guess TNN is too.
Yeah, and if you look, Yomi's it's a linear growth there, whereas TNN is actually exponentially growing.
True.
Mages, all right. Mark was that bump between Yomi and Tianan, right? Yeah, it was. Well, looks like Yomi secured the throne, but Tianan's going to get the cap.
Yeah, there's no hope for Henom there. No counter raid has been successful. Not a single one, I don't think, against TNN.
Oh, you know what? Look at 142. He's got a big stack of sacreds there. They just were never in the right place, I guess. Where were they?
I think they were traveling that weird underground route.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know, man. Oh, Agartha showed up in 97.
Oh, yeah. 220 units, mainly Earth Elementals. I want to see that army fight some.
I want to see it stomp on elves.
Well, who was saying that? They realized, oh shit, the trample is going to fuck me up.
Helheim.
That's what it was.
Okay.
Okay, let's put the next turn.
Hop to.
Turn 30. Let's see what we got.
Message.
From you. Oh, there's a door about it.
What do you mean you didn't know 3 other nations would join in? People knew you were the big scary. The moment you make a move, everyone wants to hop in and get some krill too.
You know, it's actually to note that this is early age, where scouts are less common. But I think, especially in games like this, people try very hard to scout.
Yeah, you know, I know they're harder in EA, but I would assume that almost everyone has scouts anyways. Either via finding indies or summons or something.
Well, I mean, EA has the least amount of indies scouts. So if you have scouts as a nation, you're good. But if you don't, it's kind of hard to find them in EA. You have to summon them or something. Losing the Dione, I think that was the 5 ethereal failure check ghost Dione, which is just terrible. All right, let's look. Favorite band? Nothing huge. Some white centaurs killing a bunch of basic stuff. The whole Valkyries killing PD like 2. The Nether, more white centaurs killing a couple PD. Giant's Rest is a failed raid from Arco, just floundering, death road, mile deep, pain, nothing. Diggy More is let's watch this.
What do we got here? We've got a bunch of trash on the right and a bunch of not trash on the left. I think the not trash is going to kick their ass. Wait. Oh. Oh, there's no bless on these. Ah, they're still going to kill them.
Yeah, the minions are not sacred. They're just capital.
Oh, never mind. Okay, yeah. I think I was thinking of a bless when I saw them, and I was like, oh, shit, Numidians, not...
I mean, the Numidians normally will crush anything, but I guess the Pioneers just... They couldn't handle it. They got wrapped around.
Huh. Damn, yeah, that's actually really sad. Huh. I wonder if I'm kind of...
That's funny. Watch the Arco fight. I mean, don't watch it, just like... The Demilich woke up.
Oh, okay.
Let's see what the Demiliches look like. It has... Oh, just straight, like, passive across with high depth.
Yeah, straight billion.
But a little too late to help here.
Yeah, he's going to be a pain in the ass for a little... Oh, wait, but that's outside the fort, though.
Yeah, because he respawned outside the fort.
He's gonna hang out there.
Yeah, I think I can't really do much from in there, but now Pomo has to come clear that Demulet. Okay, the Womb. Simple rating, but it's just a lot of Sacreds versus a couple TNNs. You're probably moving... Actually, wait. The Womb, did they go backwards? Are they not going back to their capital? Okay, look at the map.
No, they're going back underground.
I guess they're just like, oh, fuck it, I'm dead. I'm gonna go do like stomp around somewhere.
Probably, yeah.
Battle of Hinnom. TNN fought one. There was nothing inside Hinnom. That's 2 capitals taken with nothing inside of them so far. Arco and Hinnom. Does it ever happen to you? I never fight capitals that are...
Yeah, I know. I'm like, what the heck? Why is everybody like sallying and running around?
I want empty capitals. Okay. Trottern is nothing, just a ping. Underworld is a ping, but we can see the earth. Oh, a bunch of earth elementals there. Wait, is that the one that said there was 240? Is that a mirror that we're seeing? I'm gonna look once we get back on the map.
I think this is
That's
a different
Underworld.
case.
Oh yeah, it totally is. Okay. Oh, the big stack went to 201, so it didn't go anywhere. I want to see that do something. All right, Jabal Kish, nothing. And Windswept Desert is a battle. I don't know if it's worth watching. It is not worth watching.
Nope. Okay, I want to take one more peek at that Arco and just kind of see why the Numidians went down so quick here.
I think they just got wrapped. Go ahead and press C so you can see
let's see. The spears are length 3. The pikes are length 5. I wonder if
yeah,
could they get repelled out of their mist form?
I mean, the repel does. I don't think the. Well, they're not misformed. They're mirror imaged. Do mirror just pop on one damage hits? I know misform doesn't. You think maybe the repel one damage is causing it?
That's what I'm wondering. Okay, the iron vulnerability is increasing damage just a tiny, tiny bit. Defense skill is still.
Yeah, I see that one lost to mirror image, but that was to an actual attack. What killed these? Javelin killed it. Pikeneer hit it in the head. I think it actually might just be the length of the pikes not being able to be repelled. Because normally the high attack and the high defense and the medians do a pretty good job. But to be honest, I wouldn't have expected them to lose.
Let's see. Short bow did it on one, but that's not like.
1 to 13 damage. Pikeneer hit a body. Why is it 18 base damage? Oh, because it's 17 plus iron vulnerability. Yeah, that's 18 versus protection 10. Anytime those Pikeneers hit, I didn't realize they hit that.
Yeah, maybe that's what's throwing me off. I didn't realize the pikes hit for that much damage. 18 is quite a bit.
You know why? It's because they're two-handed. And they're 5, and so they get the bonus as well. But yeah, 18 gives the iron vulnerability. But yeah, 18 that's like pretty hard hits. Yeah. Honestly, if you just asked me, I would have guessed the Pikeneers hit for like 14, not 18.
Yeah, because that strength is low too.
It's the 5 base damage with the bonus from two-handed.
Yeah, I guess that's it.
Looking at the F1 list to see the ones that died that killed them. And yeah, it's just pikemen hitting them in for high points of damage. Oh, and also it's piercing damage. So it's 18 versus 8. It's a delta of 10 every single time they make a roll.
Yeah, but that attack skill is kind of low too. 11 is not like super impressive.
Not, but they're still hitting.
Okay.
In fact, pretty often.
Well, that was interesting.
Okay, I think that was it for that turn.
All right, and now to 31, right?
Yeah, 31. And then maybe 32 because we have.
Ooh, Helheim message.
Yeah. on that second. I guess it was a coordinated attack, but sorry, Yomi didn't think it was. So everyone else coordinated with Yomi without Yomi's awareness.
And probably Femoria, unless Agartha wins that. That's confusing. I don't think they're fighting much at all.
But I guess they do.
Huh. All right. Femoria tried to get rid of the Demi Lich and failed on that first one.
Yeah. Oh, you know what's funny is I'm looking here that Helheim thinks that Agartha is going to be a later game power unless Femoria fumbles it. So I guess we'll see.
Yeah, that's an interesting one.
Okay, yeah, I was trying to kill Dimlish, but fumbled it. Actually, I'm going to see what did the Druid script? What was the attempt? Just walk up and shockwave? Was that the?
I guess so. Oh, advancing.
Walked up lightning bolts, but yeah, he just got blasted by the far strike. Far strike's a good spell for.
That was actually a very close fight. Oh, the Demi Lich is muted.
Oh fuck! That was totally worth it for more.
That was the plan.
Can't teleport anymore. Level 2 astral.
Electrocute him, and then I'm gonna get him. He's not gonna be able to catch.
Searing Sands, just a ping. Light Hills. I guess it's a small fight, but worth watching.
Okay, got Tengu and all that versus garbage, but stuff.
But that's anymore.
I think TNN's gonna get wrecked here.
Tengu, are they hitting the front or? Oh, they didn't hit rear, they hit front.
Oh no, the priests are going in. What are the priests doing? Why are they going in?
And the lords have great swords, GSSs.
Okay, well, I don't know why those priests went into battle. It might be that weird bug.
That was it. Both priests just walked in and done. But even if they hadn't done that, I think they would have won. As in, I think TNM would have won regardless.
Damn.
By the time the priests walked in, they were already mostly lost.
Well, nice. That was actually, that was. I want to see what the scripts were on those.
Quickness, enlarge, noble steed, proud steed. Oh, that's funny. Look at the proud steed tooltip when you click on it.
What was that? Sorry.
Click on the Fey horse and then click on the proud steed actual icon, like the effect icon. It's the white horse one in the middle. Oh, nice horse.
Nice horse.
All right, that's Light Hills. Underhome. Oh, okay, still watching. Yeah, even if the priests, I guess they were set to attack for some reason, but they had lost anyway.
Yeah, I think I underestimated those mages that were in the back.
Oh, you know what? That was all PD, so it was reduced health impact.
True, yeah.
All right, Underhome, White Centaurs, which is rating. Anaphilia, Hinnom, rating back, I guess, with Sundom.
I'm not expecting Hinnom to be able to do much at this point.
Minds of Despair. I mean, they rated back 2 lands. Come back. Fort Battle for Zadothian. There was nothing special happening. It's just a bunch of berserkers, and there was a huge defense.
Is there anything in
Battle of
Vanheim?
Manheim. Just click on that. It's not worth watching. It's pretty empty capital as well.
Another empty cap. But they did Sally, so yeah.
Dragon Scale, it's brigands, and they won. Okay, it's been like so just pretty. These are the cleanest capital takes I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, it's almost like the people who are dying are like, all right, I'm going to just die really hard so I could be out of this game.
Okay, TNN is still sieging Hinnom, but Hinnom sent his Dawn Guards into the caves. Sorry, the Rephites. Okay.
Yeah, and Yomi's got Van now.
Yeah, Yomi's looking fucking huge. I'm sure everyone's thinking about Coalition and Yomi right now. Okay, at this point, I'm trying to think if I was in this game, who's best suited to taking out Yomi? Who has good elites that are not sacreds here?
I mean, we just saw TNN pull off some good stuff there. The thing is, they're sacred,
Yeah.
but he still had the buff suite to be able to get past it.
Yeah, but that was against 10 Shikomi, 15, it's still 50 Tenkus. But I'm worried when there's, hundreds of them.
Yeah, but they weren't even geared.
They had 5 gens.
Yeah, I just mean like they only had a GSS. Best suited for taking out Yomi. It's gonna have to be a coalition at this point.
Yeah.
I think yeah. You'd have to do like a extreme counterplay against the Shikome. Like you'd have to do a kit specifically for wiping them while they're walking around on the map because they can't hide, right?
Yeah. What do you think about the Chud Berserkers? I think they would do pretty well against the Shikome, especially buff.
I'm not sure, to be honest. It's really tough to say.
If you click on the nation, you can see the actual unit. If you hit F4 and then click on Russ, the Chud Berserkers, not the skin shifters, just the non-safe. They won't have the fortitude, but they'll have how much protection? 14 protection, and they'll hit hard enough to actually kill a Jacobus through their fortitude.
I don't know if they're going to be able to survive. They don't have glamour either. So I think Helheim's better off than they are. With Helheim's skin strengths.
The unmounted Herdman, I think, could do okay, but even then, they're only, I don't know.
Yeah, I think the Shikome, someone would have to wait till this stack of 150s in the open, and then another player's going to have to call a drop on them with a kit specific to kill Shikome. So calling in like Famoria to do a drop on them, that might work.
Yeah.
TNN has good magic phase access too, so it could happen. It's just the kit's going to have to be super solid to take down that many. But TNN has Wailing Winds, so.
Yeah, the thing with Shikome is they're regular Berserker. So if you can Wailing Winds them before they start Berserking.
Oh shoot, what's their morale? 15, so it's pretty high. Yeah, I think a white play while they're not able to stealth on the map is kind of the only way I could think of that's an easier way to take them down. Like army versus army, it's going to be challenging.
There's that too. If you Wailing Winds them and you reduce their morale, it's high, but Wailing Winds actually reduces morale, right? It's the -1 stacks over and over again.
I think it like caps at 5 now.
Thing is, the lower your morale, the harder it is for you to start berserking, which can make a difference as well.
Let's see, who else do we got on here? Yeah, that it's going to be really tough to take them down. I don't know any Scales Nation with an easy kit for it. Maybe the White Centaur. Maybe Pan could be a good matchup.
The White Centaur, even with the Sacredness?
Unholy's going to chomp through them, but I'm thinking maybe Pan could.
Oh, wait a second. What if the Minotaur Warriors? They can trample them, they have good Berserker, decent attack.
Yeah, I was wondering a little more with the Scales troop side, but
Well, the Minotaurs, when they start berserking, will be 14 attack, 15 attack, which is not bad. They'll hit for like 35, so they'll be able to one-shot Chikomis. Yeah, maybe Minotaurs can do it if they can amass enough of them, combined with the trample.
yeah, maybe Pan is a okay-ish bet. I'm still on the side of stack wipe is the way to go. Let's actually take a look at them. We've got we got shock res, so unholy weapons is a pain, but if you had like a queen of air, yeah, like a queen of air doing wrath, I don't think they'd be able to take her out if she has gear, so that might be like a white play option. Because Unholy won't proc on her.
The thing is, it's only turn 31.
Yeah,
so they're not gonna yeah, unless that's all they've been doing, which they haven't. So, like, I agree that white plays are the move, but they're just not on the table yet. So they have to be some kind of scales troops combined with mages.
Yeah, it's tricky to get all of that resistance to different damages, but not be susceptible to unholy weapons. Otherwise, they've got, let's see, resist fire, resist cold, resist poison. Yeah, they've got a little bit of omni res. MR is super good. Okay, should we hop to the last one?
Yeah, let's do it. We'll do 7th turn. Right. Turn 30.
32, right?
Yeah, this will be the last one in the ones you said.
Forn Jot.
Yeah. Proclamation. All right. Strongdale. Valkyrie rating. Nothing super special.
Oh, Helheim is bringing up turning up the heat against Russ.
Wait. Oh yeah, didn't. Oh, so I guess he decided because he was deciding between TNN or Hinon. Was it? Was he already fighting Russ?
He's deciding against a bunch of stuff, and I'm wondering if these are all burbs.
No, the first two are Valkyries.
Oh. Yeah, here comes the Elven raid game.
Third one is just a thug. Yeah, this is elves doing elf things. Old Man Mountain, same thing, more Valkyries.
The amount of like small elite sacreds / elite sacreds we're seeing that are just one-sidedly taking province after province after province, this tournament is like it's through the roof right now.
It's slowed down the past couple of turns, but yeah, like 10 turns ago it was ridiculous. It's just everyone's raiding and they're not bothering to fight, they're just counter raiding, which I think is the best way of handling it. It's hard to predict where they're going to go, especially against elves.
A battle in Van.
I guess the Pretender woke up. I want to see what he does.
Hey, he got a Shikome.
Yeah, it's always Pretender's waking. Quicken Self, Magma Bolts, Shockwave. Yeah, immediately died on contact. Okay. And Vast. Shade Beast Valkyries. Pretty good. It's a lot of Shade Beast.
Yeah, that's rough.
Trotten, Tuatha, same thing we're talking about. A small group of elite sacred, which is what Yomi and Shikomi is designed to fight. So Yomi's in a great spot.
Dang, Helheim!
trophy.
Like, look at all these flags from Helheim.
And they're all towards Rust.
This is what like a 12, 13 province attack.
TNN versus Hinnom. Yeah, just Arblog Warriors. Pepper Plane, same thing, more Valkyries. Yeah, he's got these groups of like 7 Valkyries and a leader over and over again.
And that's the thing with the mobility that they have. The counter rating you would need to be able to take this squad down is actually extremely expensive. Like, to kill a distant 7 Valkyries with a counter raid, you're probably looking at like, I don't know, an 800 gold answer.
Yeah, they're both flying stealthy mirror images. That's with map move 26. You got to magic phase them or get really lucky, or just put things everywhere.
Yeah, it's really tough to get a win versus those. I think.
Gilead.
I'm gonna peek.
Okay, that was the Divine Blessing. I wasn't sure. What's their bless? Larger blood surge, cold resist, shock resist. That's basically.
You know, for what has been on an anti-Hanam train recently, I think I see why he developed that perspective.
Yeah, this is a lot of fights that are just not doing that much.
Yeah, that is. Oh, jeez.
That's a yikes.
That is. Oh my.
I mean, I guess to be fair, it is 4 cap onlys, actually 8 cap onlys, and 30 sacreds versus an unsupported.
True. It's just that's 5,200 gold of units.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. 4 cap onlys. The city lords are I think 84. All right.
Rip Hanam.
World Pillar, more Valkyrie spam. Hyphany, a single thug. Yeah, Helheim's really bringing out the small raids here.
Yeah, I don't think Russ has any counter rating ready either right now, unless they're going to try to like counter raid after the fact. But
that's still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and so far they've all been successful. So that's like probably half their province is gone.
That's why when it comes to having elf neighbors, I'm always a huge fan of active counter raiding. Just have your counter raids out there before.
If I have elf neighbors, I just assume they're attacking me next turn, every turn, even if we have a nap. I don't go my way to preempt the attack, but I just assume it's coming. Digging more. It's those Pioneers again, but they lost this time. It's a Shockwave spam. Which is a pretty effective move. That's like a good example there. Dragon Point, more Valkyries.
Dang, let's watch this. It's taking on a pretty decent stack.
30 Barbarians. Barbarians can't hit for shit through mirror.
Oh, it's a snipe too, I think. Ooh. Yeah, get out.
Oh, even past that, they have 19 protection against 24, but they also have the mirror image and the defense that, I mean, these guys have twice the defense, the attack, as the Barbarian. And the Fire Shells can clear them. Yeah, I mean, these guys could probably take on triple the amount of Barbarians before.
Yeah, I think so, judging by the casualties.
All right, let's take a look. This is the last turn we'll be doing for this video. Let's look at the map, see if there's anything interesting going on.
Yomi's big.
Argos down to 2 lands. Oh shit! Take a look at Russ or Russ's lands. Just completely everything that wasn't a fort is basically gone.
Where were they?
Go to 70.
There we go. No, that was kind of a joke. Damn. Yeah, gotta counter raid guys versus the elves. Just pretend it's gonna happen at all times.
Well, they happen this turn. Maybe next turn they do a huge counter raid. So maybe it's still.
Okay, you do not come back from like this amount of raiding. It's bad. Like
This is bad, but we were talking about like 20 turns ago how huge counter raiding back and forth happens. Like losing 5, 7, 10 lands. As long as you're able to counter raid them the next turn is okay.
I don't know if it happens that you lose like 50% of your lands in one turn, it's kind of done. Like I don't think you're gonna really pull a win if you have something like that happen.
I mean, if Rust has counter raids and they get them all back next turn, I think they're fine. The hard part is that they don't have the movement to actually go raiding into Helheim's lands. That's the hard.
Yeah, I mean, just looking at that, it does look like 50% of their land's gone on the chart. And with that, there goes all the income too. It's all gone.
Yeah, the hard part here in this particular case is because they're also mobile. I guarantee you almost all of those raids around the Rust capital can all just coalesce on top of one of those forts.
Yeah, it's going to get even worse. So I think Russ is done. Then again, I thought Agartha was done before, which they still hung on there, but I just have a hard time believing that if you get elfed and lose half or more of your lands, that there's a shot of winning.
Let it be known, Erasmus is a hater.
Yeah, I mean, if you lose all your stuff getting raided, like it's a pretty bad sign.
Okay, well, I'm curious about the next video now, because go to 97. Agartha pulled out everything into one big fat doom stack. Prof 97.
Now they're going to cause a bunch of ruckus on the surface.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the thing is, too, is that, like, you can recover from these things, but we're seeing a game right now where the people who have the lead are gaining a bigger lead. It's kind of a snowballing thing. So, yeah, never give hope and keep trying. But
sorry. Go.
I'm just taking a look around.
No, yeah, you're right. You're able to prevent losing, but you can't really win at that point.
Yeah, because all these graphs kind of work like an integral. It's not where you're at some point in time. It's the area under the graphs is where you're at right now. Except for a few of them, like forts. Research. But gem income and income, like, you're taking all those with you as you go.
Yeah, the research one is the really huge. That is the one where it really matters getting in the middle of it all. The gems can be a little misleading because you can just burn a lot of gems doing stupid things, but the research one is pretty.
I think a lot of people lose sight on the reactive counter rating is also massively heavy on your gem income. Even though we don't see a huge dip right here, you have to spend quite a bit to be able to grab those lands back immediately, especially if you don't have high mobility.
Yeah, assuming you had them in stock anyway.
Yeah.
But to your point, look back at the province chart for Agartha. I mean, they've recovered, but they've stagnated.
Yeah, I think there's room for Agartha to work something in. Like, when these sorts of things happen and you do survive, your next bet is to Vulture. Well, there goes Hinnom. All right, cool. Well, I think I'm pretty all set here. I think it looks like Helheim is really gonna pick up right now. Yomi is in just a freaking good spot as they have been for a while.
Yeah, I'm looking at what thrones everyone has right now, and Tianan got nice thrones: crystal mages and silver mages, communable air mage, and community item making. Do they have earth glamour mages by default in this age? I don't think they do. Oh, they do with the Tuatha sorceresses.
Yeah.
And the Rees. Okay. So the cap only randoms. Oh no, the Bean Cities can do it. Oh, I thought Bean Cities were cap only. I lied earlier when I said that. My bad. Those are not all cap only. It was just 4. It was 8 mages, but they're regular mages. I was thinking the Tuatha sorceresses.
Femoria is in an interesting spot right now too. I wonder how they're going to find themselves in this. I think Agartha is going to work with somebody to toss that stack at. And that person is probably going to go down.
If Agartha marches that towards someone's cap, they're going to win.
Yeah, because they got TNN to the left and Femoria to the right. And all those tramplers, it's going to really suck for an elf.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. The earth elementals don't have lightning resistance. Femoria could do it because they have. Oh, those are what size are those earth elementals? I think they're size 6. They're one size smaller, so they couldn't trample the Femoria half giants.
Yeah, this is tricky.
I would go for TNN, even though they're a harder target, I think.
If they split TNN in half right now, well, you know, it would be a good move if Helheim were more free. Helheim's not free anymore. They're going to be working against Russ. So they're not going to get much support going through TNN.
Yeah, if Helheim had teamed up with Agartha to take on TNN right now, I think TNN would fold.
Yeah, it's almost like Agartha enters this as a solo actor because Femoria too, there's nobody really around to capitalize. Well, maybe Yomi actually. Maybe Yomi and Agartha tear up Femoria. They're not really in
I guess we'll find out if Agartha made plans or it's just solo.
Yeah, in either case, the stack has to do something, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, I think that's pretty much it from my end. How about you?
Yeah, I think so. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Sorry for that long break in there. We'll get the next one out as soon as we can as well. Overall, I think the actual game is pretty close to ending. We're not quite there yet. These later turns are taking a little bit longer, understandably. But I think we're actually close to getting an end.
Sweet. All right. Well, I'll see you all next time. And I'll see you, Zegna.
Catch you guys later. See you.
Bye-bye.